Okay, I'm gonna have to edit all that together, figure out how to do that. Yeah, so that's my rundown for all my books that I read last year. And I babbled a lot and I apologize. So I will get through these, and I have this on the table that shakes. So I've got to figure out how to get that where it's a little more stable. Anyway, so introduced you to Bertha. Now you guys know. I'm going to get a little more creative with this also because I really want to put up here where there's places to put stars. I want to put a picture of the book. So I'm going to get artsy craftsy and end up printing copies of the book covers or something and getting something artsy fartsy. So anyway, I did tell you I was going to share with you. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm in a lot of different fandoms. So Friends, Supernatural, Gilmore Girls, huge fan of all of them. I watch a lot of TV. So one book club it's the Rory Gilmore book club. So this is another list that I'm working my way through. So as I read all on my shelves, I mark off the ones that I have on the list. So I'm working on this. And then I have another one, which my dad, he's one of the people that introduced me and got me all hooked on reading. Anyway, he does this job where he goes out and it's every year they interview elderly people, it's like a study where every year they measure their quality of life, right? And so they ask the same questions every year, and he gets to talk to these elderly people over and over again. Well, anyway, one of the ladies that he talked to, I think she used to be a teacher. Anyways, this is her. Somehow they got talking about books, and he told her how much I'm obsessed with books and literature. And this is her reading list. So she sent it to him, and he printed it off for me. And this is her reading list of books that she thinks that everybody should read before they die. So it's another book list that I'm working on. And then I also have the actual book, 1001 Books to Read Before You Die. And that's what I mentioned in the very beginning. I'm going to name that book Frederick. And so I'll introduce you to Frederick later on. I'll bring him in, and he and Bertha can duke it out. Because that particular book actually gives you, obviously, a list of all the books and a synopsis of the stories. And I've got little pages marked off for the ones that I've read, which is not very many. But the reason I like that book is because it breaks it down by millennia kind of ages of the books, and so it gets into some of the newer ones. Plus it also includes books from like around the world, and so it's not just American books, it's other books that I probably would have never read had I not had that list. So again, it's kind of exposing me to literature that I wouldn't have normally picked. So with that being said, what I want to do next is, now that I've kind of given you my rundown of what I read last year, it was supposed to be quick and painless, but I obviously ramble a little bit. But anyway, I get excited. This is why I have this page here, so that I can talk to you guys and share this rambling about these books. Obviously, I get very passionate about it. So as I start reading, what I'll do is I'm going to create a series for 2023. And each time I start a new book, which I've already read one book for 2023, each time I start a new book, it'll be part of that series. So I'll be writing in Bertha about it, and it'll be just a quick snippet. Hey, this is what I'm reading, and you guys can keep up with me. I don't know if I'm going to join other book clubs. I might join another book club and be like, hey, this is from Reese Witherspoon's book club, because she's got a bunch that are really good. I also love Liz Gilbert's book club. I got a lot of reading from hers because she's got what I love about her book club is it's authors of color. And so it's books again that I probably may not have run into without it being pointed out of these particular authors. And so far the ones that I've read are just amazing. So I really enjoy the books that she's chosen. And they're very enlightening. So that's also part of my journey to being a better ally. Anyways, so I guess I should sign off. So moving into 2023, lots of things, lots of fun, lots of books to read. I do start back into school next week, so I'm going to try to schedule reading around my homework, which is also a lot of reading. So I might share that with you guys too, because I do read a lot of really interesting stuff. I'm a criminal justice psychology major at Concordia University of Texas. Or Concordia of Texas, I think. Anyway, Concordia University of Texas. I don't know how it says it, but anyways, it used to be Concordia Lutheran. Now it's Concordia of Texas. But, which is why, as I mentioned earlier, there's religious classes within my curriculum, which is fine because at one point I thought I was going to be a religious major and study languages. And anyways, I don't know, because I kind of got sucked down the rabbit hole of being obsessed with like secret societies and symbols and I don't know. Anyways, and so religions kind of fall into that and a lot of that. Anyway, and if you see one of my bookshelves, it's pretty much all of that kind of stuff. It's like Gnostic Gospels and every dummies book for every religion that exists. And those are pretty interesting too. I'm going to try to get through those this year too at some point. But anyways, I digress. Again, that's part of my bucket list to get through all my shelves because they're on my shelves. So I'll get to them eventually. Like I said, very eclectic reader. So I will share that with you. Now, what I want you guys to do is, if you enjoyed my ramblings, definitely join me for other ramblings. I promise I'll try to make them smaller videos. So they're bite-sized and not as rambly. I do want to, as I start getting subscribers and you guys start coming in and commenting, I would love to schedule out once a month an actual book club live forum where you guys can come in and we can talk like blah, 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 online about different things, and we can pull in different suggestions and new authors and things that you read that you enjoyed and things that you would want to share. And that way it's more of an alive basis. So that's kind of in my to-do list, and we'll figure that out. I also want to, I'm going to include you guys in my crafty projects. So I'm in the process of working on my vision board, but I realized that I don't have any magazines to cut up. So I got to get creative. I'm probably going to get online and print a whole bunch of stuff and figure it out. I don't know. Anyways, because I got to get crafty. And I have a feeling that something about New York City is going to be in there now that I've been talking about it forever. So, all right. So I will let you guys go. Thank you for joining me. I'm Heyo. And to all of my book dragons out there, if you've already subscribed, thank you. Stay tuned. We've got some fun stuff coming up. I've got my new series of books I'm reading for 2023 to start. And I'm going to also, exciting. So excited, so excited. Okay, so I used to be a member of Once Upon a Book Club, which, if you're not familiar with these box books clubs, this one is like the ultimate perfect box book club. So anyway, Once Upon a Book Club, I used to be a member. I got behind in reading my books. So I've got 8 boxes of Once Upon a Book Club books that I've got to reveal and open and read. So I'm going to do a whole series revealing those. However, to start with, today, I got my Bridgerton box. I've been waiting forever for this box. So last year, they released limited edition copies of Bridgerton books. The first one is actually signed by Julia Quinn. Amazing, beautiful copies of these books, right? And so I'm going to do a whole series of just reveal because I got my second box in, y'all. So I know that there's going to be probably spoilers within that because I haven't read the last 4 books of that series yet. I've been waiting for my box to come in, which I have all the books on my e-reader, so I could have read them, but I wanted to wait. I wanted to do it right through my Once Upon a Book Club. So stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to have a reveal of my big Bridgerton 2 box with the last 4 books. So excited. So, okay. So that's the fun stuff to come. Stay tuned. We'll be in touch. We've got lots to talk about.